So you're planning that bucket list trip to San Francisco, and a visit to Alcatraz is at the top of your list. But when you go to book your tickets, you're suddenly staring at a choice: the day tour, the night tour, or the super exclusive behind the scenes tour. They all sound amazing, right? But which one is actually worth your time and money? The answer isn't as simple as you'd think. And if you pick the wrong one, you might miss out on the experience that you were really hoping for. So in my guide, I'm going to break down all three, compare what you get with each ticket, and help you book the perfect tour for your trip to the Rock with total confidence. But before we get into the great tour debate, let's go ahead and cover the essentials and what is part of every single tour to Alcatraz, no matter which ticket you buy. Nailing these logistics is the difference between a fantastic day and a really frustrating one. All tours leave from Pier 33, Alcatraz Landing. Plan to be there at least 30 to 45 minutes before your departure time to help you get through security and the boarding lines. A word to the wise: parking around Fisherman's Wharf is a nightmare and costs a fortune, so I really do recommend using public transit or a rideshare. And as for what to bring, the weather on Alcatraz is a total wild card. Seriously, it can change in an instant. Dress in layers. Even on a warm, sunny day in the city, the island can be windy, cool, and even possibly foggy. And wear comfortable walking shoes. You'll be doing a lot of walking, and a lot of it is uphill. The ferry ride itself is a huge part of the experience, and here's a little insider tip. For the absolute best views of the San Francisco skyline and the Golden Gate Bridge on your way to the island, snag a spot on the left or port side of the boat. As you get closer to the Rock, the ferry will slow down a little bit, and that will give you some incredible photo opportunities. Once you're on the island, a park ranger gives you a quick welcome talk on the dock. From there, you've got a steep quarter-mile walk up to the main cell house. And to put that into perspective, it's like climbing a 13-story building. But if you have mobility concerns, don't worry. There is a special electric shuttle, the SEAT tram, that runs from the dock to the cell house for anyone who needs it. You can book it in advance or grab a seat once you get there if one becomes available. And finally, every single ticket, day, night, or behind the scenes, includes the incredible award-winning Cell House audio guide. This is the heart and soul of the Alcatraz experience. You pop on a headset and walk through the prison at your own pace, listening to the actual voices of former inmates and guards telling you their stories. It's so well done. It literally brings the prison to life, from getting a view from below of Al Capone's cell to the solitary confinement block they called the Hole. All right, now that you know a little bit more about what's included in all the tours and what to expect from them, let's go ahead and get to the main event, which is, which tour should you actually book? I'll break it down into three categories: the classic, the atmospheric, and the ultimate. The day tour, the classic experience. The day tour is the most common, flexible, and wallet-friendly way to see Alcatraz. This is the perfect tour if you are a first-timer, traveling with family, or just want the most freedom with your schedule. You book a specific departure time to the island, but once you're there, you can stay as long as you want and catch any ferry back until the last one of the day. You'll have plenty of time to explore all of the main spots at your own speed, like the cell house, special exhibits, where the warden worked, and its beautiful gardens. You can check out the informational signs to learn more, or just admire the gorgeous views of downtown San Francisco and the Golden Gate Bridge. Another great thing about the day tour is the ranger-led talks all day long. The downside? The crowds. It's the most popular tour by a long shot, and the cell house can feel pretty packed. It's a busy, lively environment, which is great for some, but maybe not if you're hoping for a more somber, quiet experience. Think of it as the essential, definitive Alcatraz visit. The night tour, the atmospheric choice. If smaller crowds and a spookier, more mysterious vibe sounds like your thing, then the night tour is absolutely the way to go. It's a little pricier and has way fewer tickets, so you do have to book a little further in advance. but the payoff is a completely different type of experience. The tour leaves in the late afternoon, offering a different light for some amazing photography and videos as you ferry over to the island. Once you're on the rock, the atmosphere is everything. As the sun goes down and the city lights start twinkling across the bay, the prison just feels haunted. The smaller group size makes the cell house so much quieter and more intimate, letting the stories on the audio tour really hit home. But the real kicker for the night tour is the special access. You get to go into certain areas that are closed during the day. You also get special docent-led tours that go deeper into the island's dark past. Checking out the views of downtown San Francisco and the Golden Gate Bridge at night from the island is also an unforgettable experience. The behind-the-scenes tour, the ultimate experience for the true history buffs, the repeat visitors, and anyone who just wants the absolute most in-depth experience possible. There's the behind-the-scenes tour. This is the premium VIP option with a price tag and level of exclusivity to match. Tickets are extremely limited, often to just 20 to 30 people, and they sell out months ahead. Now, this tour isn't for everyone. It's physically demanding, with lots of steep stairs, tight spaces, and standing for about 10 to 15 minutes at a time on cement floors. There's very few places to sit down on this tour. It's also only for visitors 12 and older. But what you get is access that no one else does. A park ranger leads your tiny group on a 2-hour guided tour into areas that are completely off limits to all other visitors. You might explore hidden tunnels, an underground solitary confinement area that was used when this place was a military prison, or other forgotten corners of the island's history. I've been on this tour multiple times, and each ranger I've been with has taken me on a different tour, so you just never know where you're going to visit until you arrive. And here's the best part. Your behind-the-scenes ticket also includes the entire night tour experience. After your exclusive guided portion is over, you are free to join the evening crowd, do the Cell House audio tour, and enjoy all of the special night programs. It's basically 2 tours in one, lasting a total of about 4 to 5 hours. And if you want to see every secret Alcatraz has to offer, this is, without a doubt, the ultimate way to do it. So, now that you know a little bit about each one, how do you actually choose the right tour? Let's do a quick recap to make it simple. For flexibility and ease of scheduling, the day tour is your winner. It's the most affordable and has the most departure times. For atmosphere and exclusivity, the night tour is the clear choice. You get small crowds, a much spookier vibe, sunset views, and access to bonus areas. For in-depth history, the behind-the-scenes tour is just unmatched. It offers access to totally restricted areas and rolls right into the full night tour experience. So let's get specific. Who is each tour really for? Book the day tour if you're a first-timer who just wants the classic experience, you're traveling with young kids, you're on a tighter budget or didn't book months in advance, you're only in San Francisco for a few days, and you need to work a lot into your schedule. Book the night tour if you're a history buff craving the more immersive, atmospheric vibe, you want to escape the massive crowds and see the prison in a whole new light, you love the idea of special programs and seeing areas not open during the day, you think seeing the city skyline sparkling at night from the island sounds magical, and let me tell you, it is. Book the behind-the-scenes tour if you're a die-hard history fanatic who wants the most comprehensive tour there is. You've been to Alcatraz before and are looking for something new and different. You want that exclusive small group feel and are willing to pay for it. You're fit enough to climb several sets of steep stairs, are okay with standing up for up to 2 hours, and excited to explore the island's hidden nooks and crannies. So I'm sure that feels like a lot of information to take in, but I don't want to stop until I tell you a little bit more about how to book your tickets. Once you've had a chance to decide between the 3 different tour options, get your tickets booked as soon as you can. And feel free to watch the first part of this video again if you need to listen to what each tour includes in order to help you decide. The tickets for Alcatraz are usually on sale about 5 months in advance now, and the tickets go really quickly. Don't leave this part of your trip planning to the last minute or you might miss out. You can either buy Alcatraz-only tickets or combo tickets that include Alcatraz and another tour or cruise experience, which allows you to save a little money. If you plan to buy only the Alcatraz tour tickets, head over to cityexperiences.com, which is the official retailer. They run the Alcatraz City Cruise ferries to the island and offer tickets to all 3 experiences. This site also allows you to select the exact time you want to visit. If you plan to go on other tours during your visit to San Francisco, you can find combo tour tickets on both Get Your Guide and Buy a Tour. The upside is that you will save a little money. The downside is you don't get to select the time slot for your visit. It will be assigned to you. And as a final reminder, please, please, please don't show up at the pier hoping to buy a ticket for the day you want to go. You will almost certainly be going home disappointed. As your ferry pulls away from the rock, heading back toward the glittering San Francisco skyline, it's obvious there is no single best Alcatraz tour. The right choice really just depends on what you want from your visit. Personally, for a first-time visitor who really wants to feel the history of the island, I think the night tour offers the perfect balance of atmosphere, exclusive content, and value. The smaller crowds and the special programs make it feel like a truly unique event. But whether you choose the sunlit day tour, the moody night tour, or the ultimate behind-the-scenes deep dive, a trip to Alcatraz is an unforgettable experience to learn more about San Francisco's history. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which tour sounds like the right fit for your trip? Or if you've already been, which one did you take and what did you think? Let me know down in the comments.